are in my pocket. This is me, Jason Mason. This is my house, where I live with my mum, Dad, Sister Jemima, and Grandpa. And today, I was showing him something new. Do you like my new helmet, Grandpa?
I certainly do.
Anyone see my binoculars?
It was a lovely sunny day. Mum and Dad were taking me and Jemima for a bike ride around Sunnysands. Our town is called Sunnysands because it's always sunny and it's by the sea. We love spending time at our beachette on the beach. And you can see the lighthouse from my bedroom window. This is Mum and Dad's bike shop. And here's Miss Smiley's cafe, which serves the best ice cream sundaes in the world. Then there's Mr. Whoops' shop, where you can buy anything and everything. And best of all, you can get to all of these places by bike.
Oh, I do miss all those cycling trips. We used to have such a good time, didn't we, Wolfie, eh? You used to sit in the basket at the front.
Must be awful not being able to ride a bike anymore. Poor old Grandpa, stuck indoors day after day.
Doesn't stop me having fun, though.
No, this was the day that I discovered nothing stops Grandpa.
Hurry up, Jason. We're going to stop at Mr. Whoops' toy shop on the way. Mum's buying us a treat.
Do I get a treat too? I could do with a bird-watching book.
Yes, I suppose so.
Everyone loves Mr. Whoops. He owns the toy shop in Sunnysands, which is the best toy shop in the world. You can buy anything and everything here. Mr. Whoops is great fun. And he loves his toy shop as much as we do.
I love Mr. Whoops' shop. I'll help you choose something.
But, Grandpa, you're not coming.
Oh, no, of course not. I forgot. Silly me.
I knew what Grandpa was thinking.
Should we go then?
Bye, Grandpa. See you later.
Grandpa.
Bye.
Not the shrinking cap, Grandpa!
Catch me if you can.
You know when Grandpa shrinks, he can get up to all kinds of mischief. He can run along shelves. Grandpa, stop! He can hide behind things. Grandpa! Grandpa, come back! Grandpa, watch out! He can jump off high places. He can run away from me. Grandpa, stop! Oh, yes. When Grandpa's small, he has more energy than anybody. Before I could stop him, Grandpa jumped into my backpack. I was about to get him out when Dad came in.
Jason, we're waiting for you. Oh, where's Grandpa? Gone for a little lie down, has he? Come on.
Of course, Dad has no idea about the shrinking cap and no idea that Grandpa was coming with us. So we got on our bikes and cycled to Mr. Whoops' shop. Mr. Whoops is called Mr. Whoops because he's always having little accidents. Every time he knocks something over, he goes...
Whoops!
He helped Jemima choose a pink bucket and spade. He helped Dad choose a book about seabirds.
Whoops!
And he helped Mum choose a sketch pad and some paints.
Whoops! What a day!
I had Grandpa to help me choose.
Look, Jason, over there. That's the very thing. I love kites. We can fly it on the beach.
I'm not sure a kite's the right treat for today, Jason. There's no wind.
Please, Dad, it's the only thing I want.
Okay, then. Up to you.
Buy it, Jason. We'll get it to fly. Promise.
So, we got back on our bikes and soon we were at the beach. Luckily, Jemima was making a sand pie. Dad was looking out for seabirds. And Mum was doing her latest hobby. Mum's always taking up new hobbies. One week it's karate, Then it's salsa dancing, then cake decorating, the ukulele, knitting, opera singing, and now she'd taken up drawing and painting. So nobody saw Grandpa helping me with the kite.
If you get that kite to fly, Jason Mason, I'll eat my socks in a sandwich.
Oh, I look forward to that. We're going to do it, Jason. Wait and see. I've got a brilliant plan.
But before Grandpa could tell me what his brilliant plan was, Mum came over.
Could you pass me that bucket, Jason? I need to get some water for my paints.
It's all right. I'll get it. You go back and sit down.
It was getting hot under there.
I've got to find you another hiding place.
I don't want to hide. I want to fly the kite.
The kite, that'll do.
Oh,
Now stay there and don't move. I'll be right back. I went down to the sea to get some water for Mum. I was hoping Grandpa was going to behave himself and stay under the kite. Luckily, Jemima was digging a hole with her new pink spade. Dad was looking at pictures in his new bird book. And Mum was getting ready to use her new paints.
Thank you, Jason. No luck with the kite, then.
Try again, Jason. I'll help. I really want to see Dad eating a sock sandwich.
It's okay, honest, For once, I was glad that Grandpa hadn't done what he was told. But where was he now?
There's no wind at all. You never do it in a million years.
I knew Grandpa was planning to do it a lot sooner than that. But first, I needed to find him.
psst, Jason, over here. Phew,
Grandpa!
that was close.
So what's this brilliant plan then?
Haven't you guessed? I'm going to use a little bit of Grandpa magic.
When Grandpa's wearing his shrinking cap, he can do all sorts of amazing things. He can drive my toy car, zoom off in my plane. Oh yes, when Grandpa's wearing his shrinking cap, anything he gets into or onto will go. He can even fly around on Gordon, my toy seagull. And now he was using his magic to do this. Are you sure you're going to be all right, Grandpa?
Yes, I'll be fine, as long as you hold on tight to the string. Are you ready? Up, up and away!
This time, Grandpa had gone too far.
Hey!
I don't believe it! Mum! Dad! Look!
Oh, how on earth?
That's incredible, Jason.
Of course, I had to pretend it was me making it fly.
What's that funny blob on the end of the tail?
The good news was that the kite was too high for them to see that the funny blob was Grandpa. The bad news was that Dad was about to look through his binoculars.
These are really powerful. I'll be able to see everything in tiny detail.
This was a disaster. Any moment, Grandpa's secret would be out. There was only one thing to do. Let go.
Oh, Jason! Sorry.
What's too far away now? I can't see.
What a shame. Lost your kite.
I hadn't just lost my kite, I'd lost Grandpa. I couldn't lose Grandpa. Who would I read stories with? Who would I play games with? Who would I put in my pocket? I spent the afternoon worrying about where he was. Then we all came home. What was I going to say when they found out that Grandpa wasn't in his room having a little lie down? But I needn't have worried.
Look, Jason, your kite! How did it get in our tree? That's really weird.
No, it's not. It's fantastic.
Mum! Dad! Jason's kite's in the tree!
Grandpa, are you there?
Of course I'm here. Hold your hands out. I'm going to jump.
I rushed past the others into the sitting room and put Grandpa down. He took off his shrinking cap and came back to his normal size. I'm so glad you're safe, Grandpa.
Oh, I had a great time. Much more fun than riding a bike.
I'm sorry I let go of the string, but there was no choice.
You did the right thing, Jason. Teamwork.
Yes, Grandpa. Teamwork.
Do you fancy a bite of my sock sandwich, Jason?
No way.
Jason flew the kite and there was no wind.
You should have seen it, Grandpa. It was like magic.
Magic? Oh, I love a bit of magic. Don't I, Jason?
Rosy and Fizz, Rosy and Fizz, play together, whatever the weather. Two best friends and the fun never ends. So come on in and play with Rosy and Fizz.
Hello, my name is Lucy and this is Rosie. Hello, Rosie. Let's put Rosie here. And this is Fizz. Hello, Fizz. And Rosie and Fizz have been very busy today playing with their toys, and inside their toy box are lots of clues for today's story. Shall we have a look? There's a kite. Whoosh. Some leaves. Crunchy leaves. And a sweeping brush. Rosie and Fizz are sweeping up and we're going to help them. So are you ready? Let's switch to story time. And we switch to story time by making a big story clock. Can you make a big story clock with me? After 3, 1, 2, 3, a big story clock with seconds, minutes and hours. And pretend your body is the big hand and put your little hand like this and join in with me.
Tick tock, it's the story clock. It must be time for a story. Tick tock, it's the story clock. Are you ready for a story? Stretch up high, stretch down low. Wriggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Tick tock, it's the story clock. Hands up, who's ready for a story?
It was a windy day and the garden path was full of leaves. So many leaves that the wheels of Fizz's aeroplane kept getting stuck.
Let's sweep up, said Rosie. That's a good idea, said Fizz. You can sweep up and I'll put the leaves into a big pile. We can sing the sweeping song too.
Are you ready?
Sweep the leaves across the floor, up and down and sweep once more. Brush them, scoop them, make a heap. Are you ready? Sweep, sweep, sweep.
And as Rosie swept, Fizz put the leaves into a big pile. And what a big pile it was. The trouble was, the big pile of leaves started to talk. It said, "Oh yes, I shall be very happy here." And then, choo!
And all the leaves blew up into the air. Underneath was Hedgehog. "Hello, Rosie. Hello, Fizz," said Hedgehog, wiping his nose. "These leaves are the perfect place for me to go to sleep." "Hello, Hedgehog, it's you," said Fizz. Don't go to sleep yet. There's work to do.
Suddenly, there was a gust of wind, whoosh, and the leaves whirled and swirled in the air. And it wasn't just the leaves in the air. Look at that big bird, said Fizz, that's landed in our tree.
Rosy, Fizz and Hedgehog took a closer look. It doesn't sing or squawk like a bird, said Rosy. And look at this long piece of ribbon, said Fizz. That's not a bird, said Hedgehog. That's a kite. Look up in the sky. With that, more kites flew by, kites in the shape of trains, boats and dinosaurs.
Oh dear, said Fizz, but this kite is stuck in our tree. Let's try and pull it. After 3, 1, 2, 3, pull! But the trouble was, the kite was stuck. I know, thought Rosy. There's a ladder at the bottom of our garden. We could climb up and reach the kite. That's a good idea, said Fizz. So Rosy, Fizz and Hedgehog went to fetch the ladder. Fizz and Hedgehog held the ladder tightly as Rosy climbed up. But the trouble was, the ladder wibbled and wobbled in the wind.
Come down, Rosy, said Fizz. That ladder looks a bit too wibbly-wobbly to me. The kite was still stuck. Let's ask Owl, said Fizz. Owl will help.
As Owl swooped down, the wind whisked the kite to the top of the tallest tree. Uh-oh, said Fizz. Leave this to me. And Fizz put on his flying goggles. Are you ready? After 3, 1, 2, 3, flying goggles on. Rosy, am I clear for takeoff? Rosy swept away the last of the leaves from the garden path. Clear, said Rosy. 1, 2, 3, whoosh!
Fizz twisted and turned in the air, and with a loop-the-loop, Fizz grabbed the string of the kite. Well done, Fizz, said Rosy. And Rosy and Hedgehog clapped and cheered.
Rosy and Fizz flew the kite all day, and when the moon came up, Hedgehog snuggled under the leaves and went to sleep. Good night, Hedgehog, said Rosy and Fizz. And that was the story of Rosy and Fizz Sweep Up. It's nearly time for Rosy and Fizz to go, but just before we do, there's just time to stick the kite, the leaves and the sweeping brush inside the Rosy and Fizz storybook, so Rosy and Fizz will always remember their adventure and they can tell their friends all about it. Thank you for joining us, and why don't you join us next time for another story? I wonder what toys we'll find inside the toy box. We'll see you then. Bye! Should we stick in the kite first? So let's find a new page, and stick in the kite. Bye!